If I'm gonna rank the three of them mix, I think Rjay Abarrientos is the one who's really making a lot of noise. I mean, if you go on social media, he's the one who has, the most highlights among the three, followed closely by Rhenz Abando. And Rjay Abarrientos helped his team actually reach the finals of the KBL Cup. That's like their parang pre-season tournament, the pre-season tournament lang ng KBL before the actual league begins, which I think is this week or next week. So, si Abarrientos, he's playing for one of the top teams in the KBL. The team is called Ulsan Mobis Phoebus. It's historically one of the best teams in the league. I think they have like 3 or 4 championships for that team. So he's done pretty well. Oh, it's a playmaking for SJ. I mean, so far in the games he's played in the KBL, he hasn't really scored a lot of points. I think against RJ, when Daegu, that's SJ's team, or Daegu Kogas, when they faced RJ's team last week, I think SJ scored only 5 or 6 points. But he's there really for the playmaking, and he's there to be stabilizer for Daegu. So I'm not expecting him to be, let's say, a primary shooting or scoring threat. I'm sure he's going to have some big games, but he's really there to be a good playmaker, good perimeter defender, good stabilizer for his team. The athleticism of Rhenz Abando. That's something we saw in their second game. So Rhenz Abando is playing for another, how shall we say it, established team in the KBL. We're talking about Annyeonghaseyo. Annyeong also, I think, has won 2 or 3 championships in the KBL. They have some of the top players in the national team playing for that team. They have the Mark Pingris of Korea playing for that team also, the Ose Kun. So it's a very, very well-supported team in the KBL. Rhenz Abando is a perfect fit. He's athletic, he's long, and he fills in that need at the 2 or 3 spot for Annyeonghaseyo. They've had the experience of having to adjust to a system and to adjust to an international level or brand of play. So I think that will work in their favor. I mean, RJ, his adjustment has been very, very quick. SJ also, again, as long as the expectation is not for him to score. For Rhenz, slow start, 2 points, but actually, I think 2 days ago, his team, they played against the Korean Army professional team, and he actually impressed. I think he scored 19 points in that game. So he very quickly nag-turn around na agad si Rhenz Abando. So I'm not expecting him to score 19 every game, but he's going to be a solid contributor for that Annyeong team in the KBL. Well, I think it's what they saw from these 3 guys, especially when they played for Gilas, and especially when RJ and SJ played against the Koreans. Last year, I remember they played 2 games against Korea in Clark. They're one of the FIBA World Cup qualifying windows. The Koreans, kasi the culture there is they get someone who fits the system, not necessarily someone who will dominate the system. In the Philippine culture and Philippine basketball, we want imports who score 30, no? Who get double-doubles like Ange Kwame, diba? If they're not that type of import, then they're not good imports, no? It's a cultural thing for us, no? Maybe because it's something we saw in the PBA in the past, Tony the Hurricane Harris, diba yung mga ganyan, na kailangan 30, 40 ang sinuscore, no? But the fact of the matter is, in many other contexts, many other countries, when they get imports, is to fill a gap, right? To fill a need, not necessarily to take over and carry the team on their own shoulders. I definitely expect that they'll be available to play for Gilas, no? Of course, barring any injuries or stuff like that. But in terms of availability, it'll be there because the leagues where they're playing, no? Whether it's these guys in Korea or the guys in Japan or the guys in Taiwan and Australia, they have FIBA windows, no? So their availability should not even be in question. Everything they've learned in the systems in Korea, in Japan, in Taiwan, they're gonna bring that back. And if we're being completely honest, no, the systems there are closer to what we see internationally. No, it's really not as flashy. It's more fundamental, more system-driven. No? And I think they're gonna bring that back to Gilas, no. And I think in a way, parang mas bagay pa ngayong ganung laro, no. For the international brand of play. So I think they're going to be very competitive when they come back here and try out for spots.